To set up your domain name as your handle on Bluesky, go to Settings, then Account, and then to Handle. And then click I have my own domain. Enter your domain here without the www and without the http, just whatever.com. And the next step is to copy this text record information to the text records at your DNS provider. So you'll have to figure out who your DNS provider is. It could be the company where you registered your domain, like GoDaddy, Namecheap, NameSilo, something like that. It could be your hosting account where your website's hosted, or it could be at a third-party service like Cloudflare. I have my DNS managed by Cloudflare, so I'm going to be adding this text record there. So you'll have to figure out who your DNS provider is, how to log in there, and then how to add a text record into the DNS records there. And if you need help with this, this is something that a website developer could probably do for you in 10 minutes or less in most cases. And you can always contact me if you need help with it. So in my case, I'm copying all of this over to the DNS records at Cloudflare. So if I go over to my Cloudflare account, you can see that I've already added this text record right here. I've got all the required information in here, and I have saved it. So I've already gone through this full process. So what you're going to want to do is copy all the information in this box, and the labeling might be slightly different at your DNS provider than what Bluesky has here. So here is an example. They've got host for this, but over at Cloudflare, that's actually labeled as name. And then down here where the value is from Bluesky, that's labeled content here on Cloudflare. So I've copied everything over. I selected the type of record, which is a TXT record, and I set the TTL, which is time to live, to 1 minute. So what you want to do is set your TTL as low as you can. Your DNS provider might not have the same options I have here, so just set it as low as you're able to there. Save it. Wait a little bit for the process to process for the DNS change to process through. Go back over to Bluesky and then click this Verify DNS Record button right here. And after the change processes through for your DNS, this should go through and you should be able to start using your domain name as your handle. If it doesn't work immediately, I would go back and make sure everything matches between this information and your DNS record and your text record at your DNS provider. You may have to wait longer. Sometimes DNS changes take longer to process through regardless of what you put in there for TTL. So I would first verify that the information matches, and second, I would just wait a little longer. And eventually it should process through and you should be able to verify your DNS and start using that domain name.